So I think Jason's quite lucky because I think, you know how we always like support an underdog, but somehow he's got away with being the overdog and we're still supporting him, and it's just purely because he's so charming and funny. He just gets away with it. So I just wonder if it will last forever, not forever, but throughout the whole game or not. But it's not Jason's fault about the outside contact. He said contract. He didn't make the rules, you know, so he's just rolling with the punches. I don't blame him. I hope he wins. Hope he wins 250k. And he said America's our 7th alliance member. True. And that made me think, how did Shane get to be in the late night jamboree? He's so boring. Ugh. God. Oh yeah, so here's the different vetoes that Scott had to pick from as part of his reward from America, which actually is a poison chalice. So Scott had to pick between 3 vetoes. It's the Diamond Power veto, where the winner can save themselves and choose the person who gets renominated. So that's like really hardcore, like when Matt used the Diamond Power veto to evict Kathy. And the double veto, so 2 people win a veto. None of these things are good for Scott's game. Or the Boomerang veto, which means 1 person can use it twice. I don't really know what that means, and I don't think they did either. It's not a very good care package because they all fuck Scott, but that's why we gave it to Scott. Well done, America. Finally, you're pulling your weight. Scott told Jason that he was coming after Shane. Jason's like, don't worry, I got you. I know how to play this game. And then immediately went and told Shane what Scott had said. Okay. Yeah, because Scott wants to be the last person standing from the 4 horsemen, just like Drew and Cowboy. No, just Drew. Cowboy was second. It was Whitney's birthday. She's only 22. Fucking hell, no wonder she's so boring. She's barely an amoeba. And not an amoeba, an embryo. She is pretty much an amoeba, though. Oh my God. Scott's striptease. Who encouraged him to do it? What sick fuck encouraged this? It was, Jesus Christ. I think he's made me lesbian. The white Y-fronts were a risk, I must admit, on his part. But on the little live feed highlights bit, Jason did a striptease. That was amazing. His body is quite... It's wrong to fancy Jason, but I like his body because it's like... I know, it's like a little boy, isn't it? And, oh God, that sounds wrong. And I like his yellow and blue. That can't be underpants. I must have been like swimming trunks he had on. But that was hilarious. He was proper like grinding on Whitney. That was funny. So then the have-nots were announced, and they were Danielle, Shelby, and Alex. Sexist. Shelby was annoyed because Danielle and Shane were having have-not sex on the trampoline. I was going to try and work that into the title, but I think it's quite unworkable. That is a bit gross. Having sex in a have-not room, I suppose it's like having sex in like public toilet or something, isn't it? It's like when Marco on CBB, or was that even CBB? No, BBUK, when he said he was going to have sex in the diary room chair. It's like that, isn't it? It's like filth. Yeah, quite good, really. So then Scott put Neely and Chrissy up. Boo. I like Neely and Chrissy. And then Neely said she doesn't care if she gets a tinfoil veto or a cubic zirconia veto. She's doing a play on Diamond Power veto. What other types of veto could she have? Copper, iron, steel. Oh, there's some good ideas there. And then America nominated Danielle. Now, I'm sure there's a story behind this, which I've not been privy to because I've not looked on Twitter for about a week. But America nominated Danielle. So why? Why? Because she seems quite inoffensive to me, but I know there's more of a story to this than I thought. Unless it's a classic slut shame, because Danielle... Slut shame. Hold on, there is a title here. Because she's fucking Shane. Maybe they are slut shaming her. Do you think? I don't know, it could be that. I could be completely wrong, but it has been known. And Morgan said she was very happy that side of the house got nominated at last. Yeah, America, you thick fucks. No offence. But why are you nominating someone who's actually in Jason's alliance if you like Jason so much? Stupid. Nominate Shelby or Morgan or Alex. Why nominate someone who's on Jason's side and who's on Justin's side and who's on Chrissy's side? Stupid. So then I saw another little live feed highlights bit. And something's been going on. I remember hearing this a while back, so this must be old news, about them hiding some chocolate that belongs to Shelby, I think it was. But the upshot was someone had rooted through Chrissy's dirty panties. This was very reminiscent of in CBB when Stephanie Davis's dirty panties were strewn on a table by Darren Day, and she was basically slut shamed for her dirty panties. So I did feel for Chrissy because she was crying. She said, I put a lot of stuff out there on social media, but that's not really who I am. But when you root through my dirty panties, that is who I am. She didn't quite say that, but it was words to that effect. So this is because that was basically all the content I had. Thanks to Ren's Race again, by the way. But then Dr. Detroit hooked me up with a veto, which is really cool. I never watched like a whole veto like this before, like the whole thing from start to finish. And although these vetoes are quite shit, like it's quite good to see like the way it works, like how Big Brother like tells them where to stand and all that sort of stuff. And it was on the quad cam, which is quite good because then you can see like people's reactions, like when Chrissy got knocked out, like her reaction and Danielle's reaction. It's quite interesting. I like it. It makes you feel like all powerful, like you're in Sliver or something. So the veto was you had to do a puzzle basically. It was like kind of like Tetris or like those little puzzles you used to do in the little square that you just shift the pieces around or whatever. Jason was hosting, and they had to like pick people to face off against. It was one of those, and there was like a red curtain that was around the puzzle. So after they'd done the puzzle, like Ted obviously come out around the back to like fix up the next puzzle. It was so cheap, but it was good with the quad cam because you could see like a camera view from above, so you could actually see who was doing the puzzle the quickest, which was good. And did look cheap as fuck. So then Danielle beat Scott. Alex beat Neely. Alex was really fast. I wouldn't have faced off against her. She was really, really good. Justin beat Danielle. Not sure how. And Danielle was really upset, going, "Oh, why didn't you throw it to me?" And Justin's like, maybe he wanted you on the block. Who knows? And Danielle basically went and did like a cry in the bush, except there was no bush. So it was just a sad little pitiful cry. It was stupid because there's still like a double veto in play because that's what Scott chose to go with. So there was still a chance someone could have used it on Danielle, although admittedly quite a slim chance. So the last two players standing win the double veto, which was Alex and Justin. I was pleased that Justin won. This was a disgrace though. Jason gives them the veto. It's just the veto bit. No string. You telling me they can't even afford a fucking string for the veto? I got a veto here. I got it for my birthday. And mine has got a string on it. If I can afford the string, CBS can afford to put the vetoes on a fucking string. You tight fuckers. Oh, here's your veto. Oh, what should I do with it? Put it in my pocket. Shove it down my pants. Put it in my bra. Give me a fucking string for fuck's sake. Honestly, I've never seen anything so cheap in my life. Even Jason went, "Oh, it's not quite saying about the necklace, is it?" No, I saw a masterful bit of strategy at this exact point. Scott said to Jason, "Oh, I'm down to my last 9 fags." I don't think you say fags in America, but that's what we say. I think that's something else in America, actually. It was something Jason wouldn't approve of. But yeah, Scott goes to Jason, "I'm down to my last 9 cigs." And Jason went, "Don't worry, I'm still here. The convenience store is still working." And I thought, oh my God, that is such a good strategy. Like, Scott ain't going to want to put Jason out if Jason's got the only fags in the house. It's masterful. It's just the way he said it. It was like, yeah, I'm still here. Yeah, if I'm not here, you're not getting any fags, so fuck you, mate. It was just like, I was like, oh, Jason. Sometimes Jason pulls that bit of strategy like that. It's like, that is good. And then other times he just, like, disappoints you. He's all over the place, but I like that. It was good. So then I watched the renom ceremony and veto ceremony, which I watched on, I probably shouldn't say actually. And Justin used his veto on Chrissy, which I think was good. I presume all of this was prearranged because Scott wanted to get Danielle and Shane up. But Scott had to fuck's sake. Scott had to put someone up to replace Chrissy, so he put Shane up as a replacement. So we were left with Shane, Danielle, and Neely on the block. Now, I don't know about you, but I could not care less who goes out of those three. No, actually, I don't want Neely to go because she seems like a good soul. Shane and Danielle are just like, oh, they are the most boring housemates on the planet. Like, even when they're having sex, I don't find it interesting. It's just like, why do they keep showing it as well? It's disgusting. I barely watch any of this show, and all I ever see is them two in bed grinding on each other. I'm no prude, but come on. So I'm presuming that Danielle will go because, well, let's be honest, she's black, she's a woman, you do the maths. And America will probably vote for her as well if they voted for her to put her up. So, same old story. But then I say that, but then we did lose Cornbread and Monte the first 2 weeks, so I can't complain too much. Jason's still in the house, Justin's still in the house, Chrissy's still in the house, although she does seem like a bit of a buzzkill. So, you know, it's not all bad. There's a good divide, there's people to hate, people to like, so I think on the whole it's good. I just wish there was more of it to watch. It was in a better format. You know, there's things you could improve, definitely. But it's nice just to have some Big Brother on at this time of year, to be honest. I appreciate it. Keeps us warm until CBB. So, thanks so much for listening. Follow me on Twitter, LightUpVM. You can follow the podcast's Twitter. It's BB on Blast. And if you could, if you could follow that, that'd be helpful. What else? Read my book, First Aid Kit Girl. It's about to blow up. And what else? Don't know. Send me feedback on this podcast. Someone said they didn't like me swearing on the podcast, which is... I do feel bad about that, but I really hate podcasts where they don't swear, especially when they, like, are trying hard not to swear. I think it's awful. I'd much rather just hear someone swear. There's no watershed in my house. It's just, it's fun to swear. I like it, if anything. So, yeah, apologies if you don't like my swearing, but, you know, tough shit. Thanks so much for listening. I do really appreciate it, whoever you are, whatever you like. If you like this, if you take time from your ears to listen to this, I appreciate it so much. So, thanks a lot. See you soon. Bye.